into opportunities and challenges to apply smart water. So Xavier Cardeña, Sebastian Spielhoff, and Ahmed Ganainy, let's kick off by asking you, what are the opportunities that smart water brings to OT water management? Xavier, could you start, please?
Yes, I will. Thank you, Christina, and thank you to all the attendees to this session. I hope it's valid for you. It's okay for you. Well, this is an interesting question. There are many ideas about it. There are many opinions about it, depending who you talk to. So I would say for utilities and factories in general, the benefits are more on the operational side. But also system integrators, and we have here some experts on that area. They are finding new business models. New business models are emerging. That's what is happening with smart water. There are several areas of where adding intelligence and connectivity to the process will return benefits. To put some examples, in the area of maintenance, for instance, I always ask to the customers, do you really want to travel out to the middle of nowhere just to adjust some set point, or because you are notified and too many unnecessary messages? Do you really want to travel there just for that? Or wouldn't it be better to predict the issues before they happen? Energy management, for instance, is another interesting area. Wouldn't it be great if we could have the pump automatically adjusting the performance to match the system demand, or, for instance, adjust the energy automatically, optimizing the aeration blowers, which are the biggest consumers of energy, of course, in a wastewater plant. So all of this is already possible. The technology is there. You will need, of course, hardware to collect the data. You need communication channels to share it. And, of course, software platforms to analyze and act on it. The technology is there. Maybe Sebastian can...
Thanks, Xavier, and thanks everybody to have the opportunity to speak about this interesting topic by today. So we as Envirochemie are the solution provider for challenging industrial applications, and digitalization is then the enabler to bring the plant to the next level. And we see there's 4 customer needs. Oftentimes they say, okay, leave me alone, digitalization, we measure already enough. And this is oftentimes true, but nobody have a look to the data. It's a flood of data, and then we try to bring the data into information. And that is also then the second point, especially in Europe, where we have a lack of skilled operators to support them, to get the guidance to the challenging what they have. Also in handling of incidents when something happen, as Xavier mentioned, it is not necessary then to travel around the world. You can even support the operators remotely, or give them guidance, and then handling incidents, and also make it transparent that no incidents will come up. And then also from all the big companies and also from the governments, more and more regulation comes up, and their digitalization can give you support for your daily tasks. So nobody want to only write reports. The tool can do it by your own and give you then benefits for your daily challenges.
Okay, so I think it's my turn. So I've been listening to my colleagues here, and I would like just to comment that every company, they have their own perspective. Our name is Veolia Water Technologies. Our DNA is water technologies. So we basically are technology provider, not a contractor. We do a huge investment technologies to deliver better services. And I do believe the background of the company always influence the way we perceive digital. So, for example, pumps manufacturer doing digital will have the advantage over the pumps, machine learning, predictive analytics, and maintenance, all to serve the core element for them, which is the pumps. Software companies, on the other side, they are targeting the best possible integrations with other systems. For Veolia, we are a water company doing digital, and we believe the success or the successful recipe for us. If you may share this slide, the first slide, please. Well, I do believe the successful recipe would be digital plus water. It will be digital plus process. So for us, digital is a way to deliver our process expertise. And moreover, digital for us is an access to our global network of expertise. Coming back to your question, I feel it's a massive opportunity for us to close what I call the gap and the challenge we see in operation or water operation or water management today. This is happening for us with a wide range of digital services that deliver value to the customer, generates as well more revenues for us. And the positive point for Veolia, if I may say here, we do digital, we do operation, and this is by itself, it's kind of a closed loop that help us, do better, improve much faster. So I was looking, to share the slides.
Thank you, Ahmed. I think you have to share your presentation yourself, if you don't mind doing that.
Okay. That's why. Okay. So perfect.
Thank you.
This is what I was talking about, the compliance, sustainability, and operation excellence. And this is the recipe for us, which we believe it's having the core value. Process, Veolia Water Technologies. Digital for us, again, is a tool to improve the process and deliver our expertise. So that's it.
Thank you, Ahmed. Do you want to elaborate on the kind of gaps that you see? Do you want to elaborate any further?
Yes, I do. I've been working on the PLC and SCADA DCS for the last 15 years and visiting, hundreds of sites. So if you visited a site that is delivered 15 years ago and sites which is delivered just last night, they look exactly the same. And this is by itself, a big question mark. I can tell you that 95% of the sites don't have historian server, for example. So we don't archive the data, and basically we run either HMI, like the one at the backside of mine, or basic SCADA setup. So we generate data and simply we erase them. Yes, data is important, but what is much more important is compiling the data and generating information insights that would help operation take what we call informed decision. So if you visited the site, or you will see like a SCADA system, 5,000 alarms, volume, flow, pressure. There is, I would say, there is no context here, and it's really, what I call real-time raw data. So basically, SCADA don't answer the question we need. What is the change from yesterday? What is the change from last week, last month, and even last year? How far we are from the design and commissioning data? What about the plant utilization, for example? What about the biological load? So this is what I call data analysis, and this is what I call the data context. Surprisingly, I think do you see my slides?
Yes, we see them.
You see, you're okay.
Oops, no, sorry, my mistake. We're not, now we're seeing them.
Okay, so surprisingly, how we do water management today is by this application. Do you know this application? Have you seen it before? So in my region, hundreds of sites, they are using WhatsApp as a water management software. So basically, WhatsApp in the recent study shows it's #1 operational tool. People using the messaging app to take this informed decision. And by the way, the study shows as well it is #1 source of stress and anxiety. I've been WhatsApp user for years until now, and this is screenshots from my WhatsApp. Messages every day, even at night, 3 a.m. in the morning. It is very, very normal data, and the relevance percentage here is 1%. So these data, for me, I have 1% out of this data. So it's completely context of relevance. So if what I do usually is I mute all the conversation, including my wife, just stressful, you know? So this is the water management that we have on the region. So we invest a huge amount of money downside on the SCADA, PLC. You know, at the end, we take some screenshots, we send it on WhatsApp, and then we try to take the informed decision from there. So WhatsApp would fail to deliver even the first simple step for smart water management, which I call the delivery of single source of information, trust, and transparency between all the stakeholders. So, and the challenge, sorry. So this is related to WhatsApp, and the challenge I was talking about is the availability of the process expert. They are not easy to find, and most of the plant today, they are commissioned on 20-40% of the load. 1 year later, you have 100%. So the plant effluent will be out of specs. And always you will hear stories about like change in raw water quality, floating sludge, foaming. So I would say thanks to smart water, and today we have the access to a global network of expertise. They can fine-tune your plant remotely. I would give you just a simple example. The biggest soft drinking manufacturing companies in Egypt, they receive their support from our team in Germany, Bergfield in Germany. They receive the on-season check, the monthly report, the process assistance. Several manufacturing company as well, they receive their process assistance from Spain. Big wastewater companies, they receive their support from Kruger in Denmark. And as well in Saudi, we have NEOM projects. We have our packages, the MBBR, HIPAS, they receive their support from Annex Caldens in Sweden. So just to summarize that, this is really the beauty of digital and the beauty of smart water over Mr. WhatsApp. And how does it look like? Because we speak, I think I speak for a few times. This should be, with WhatsApp messages, thousands of messages, should be converted into a dashboard, insights and analysis. So, and as well, a report that give you the context of the data. And this is simply a smart water for us.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you for the three of you for setting that stage and what is smart water for each of you. We would like to continue with another question on your recommendations for the journey to smart water. So maybe if Xavier could start, please.
Yes. Well, we have seen a lot of, let's put an example. A company decides to start off a data analytics project, no? Ahmed was talking about some very manual operations using WhatsApp, for instance, no? But then you want to really start collecting data in an automatic way with a software platform, so what we would call a smart project. Now, normally this starts with a pilot project, but the pilot is stuck for months. It's there for months, and you don't advance. So it's not, finally, it's not a pilot anymore. It's a nightmare. So the project manager starts to feel pressure from management, from the team. We've seen this happen a lot of times, and normally it's because the goals or the deadlines are not clearly defined, or maybe they are very aggressive in time or in expectations. So it's better, I think, to start small with pilots that fit a limited budget and can easily show a successful business case, and easy also to scale later on. This is especially true for public water projects, because I think the benefits of digitalization are often seen more in the long run, while the short-term priorities usually take the front seat, are executed first. Now, to minimize the risk and to use things that you can create pilots and you can scale them later, I would recommend using a standard market products and solutions. If you use the standard product, you can also learn from other experience. Like now we are seeing with very mature companies in that area, like Envirochemie or Veolia Water. No? So another point is about real-time data collection. This can also be tricky because integrating new platforms with existing water systems and infrastructure is usually a challenge because many companies they manage data silos and all sort of electromechanical equipment that are from different vendors, different communication protocols. So many organizations, we see that they still have legacy systems that you need to collect and you need to communicate and extract data. So in that sense, I would like to share, but I think there is someone sharing already.
No, please go ahead with the sharing yourself.
Okay. Now, do you see my screen?
Yes, we see it.
Okay.
Now it's on presentation mode.
Okay, so here we can see this is the maturity model. Water 4.0 maturity model is very used in Germany, but I think I use it because you can extend it to anywhere in the world. And here what we say is that first of all, you have to start with the foundations, computerization. So things you have to have the sensors connected, the assets connected and controlled. And then you start with the connectivity. You have to use the connectivity. Without these foundations, without things to take data from and the hardware to connect to this data and to transmit this data, there is no need, there is no value in having a digitalization because you will always be stuck in the pilot. Now, when you have this, when you have the data collected, the data is real and it's secure, then you can start understanding with the visibility what happens, so monitoring and remote monitoring probably. Then you can go to understanding why does it happen, be prepared, predictive maintenance, what will happen. And then you go further with adaptability, and then it's self-optimization. And then we go to machine learning process or AI processes. But first, I think that it's very important to be sure that we are having this approach, which calls it bottom up, because you have to collect the real data. Without real data, then the analytics makes no sense, because if the data is not real, it's not valid, you will not get the real conclusions. So that would be my recommendations.
Perfect, Xavier. And more or less, I see same challenges. Also, like Ahmed, what is the real operation on the site? So what app is used oftentimes. At that stage, I clearly try to sum up it at one page. Digital transformation is a key. I see it in other kind of industries. We are oftentimes very close to the production, and in the production, everything is digitalized because they see, okay, they can improve it to 1 to 3% and have a value, economic value for that. But on the wastewater side, oftentimes they say energy doesn't matter and whatever. They are focused on their production side, and I really clearly want to mention and would say, okay, do the digital transformation. The digital transformation is also the tools like from HMS, the connectivity is there, the technology is there with the experts, but we need to bring them all together. It's sometimes also to change the people mindset to say, okay, use an app to fill out all the lab data and all the experience, share the experience, and be open and go there. And also for us, one of the challenges is to build up new business modules. We are system integrator, build a plant, but we would like to provide a service over the whole life cycle of the plant, and then new business modules need to be built up. And what might will come out later on, there are also some frameworks what need to be followed up. Cybersecurity and data storage and so on is then also rules what need to be followed. And this was my comment to that topic. Yeah.
So I think Xavier, you summarized most of the recommendation, and so I'll still, the one which is remaining, or the few, I would call the human nature, the resistance to change. This is a very big challenge. People prefer the status quo. And the second one, as Sebastian said, is the cybersecurity concern. And here I just want the other side of the story. In water operation, people, they don't have knowledge about cybersecurity. It's just a buzzword. So it's just the fear of unknown. So I think we have an expert today. So I think what is good about today, just making us moving forward, is the local regulations or the guidelines. Like here in Dubai, we have Dubai Electronic Security Center, DESC, provide the technical, and the governance measures to securely serve the government entities. So if you want to deliver digital, you would have to be registered and certified from this entity. In Saudi, they have CITC with their registered cloud computing provider. So it became much easier once you have something that, okay, it is tech, we don't have to speak about it. We don't have to speak. And I like the operation team to ask me, the big question, the practical one. I was in the operation my entire life. So I like to be asked the question about, for cybersecurity concern, how many hours of downtime you have related to incidents, something related to cybersecurity. So we deployed today, thousands of sites. And the answer to this question is 0. So we have 0 hours of downtime related to cybersecurity concerns. So and we are using these, small devices, from a company called HMS. So what is good about what is helping today in the digital as well, this is the positive side of the story, that it is kind of no more a competition, it's a collaboration. So for us as a Veolia, a water company, we cannot do it alone. So we collaborate with HMS on the connectivity side. We have AWS as our cloud provider. In the portal side, we collaborate with Orange, because there is a major thing here. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We are a water process. We need all this layer to be set up, and we need this collaboration. So our process experts and data scientists will focus on delivering these patent algorithms that will enhance the process. As I said before, digital for us is the tool to improve the process. That's it.
Thank you.